Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and it's time for another Breakfast with Blaha, and I haven't done many of these lately, so let's get a few knocked out. And today I'm having watermelon and Coke Zero. Cutting foods here. Alright, talk a little bit about getting in shape, being in shape. Now when I make this statement, this is saying it in a positive way. That it does not require any talent and it doesn't require very much knowledge to be in great shape. Literally, all it takes is some hard work and to not overtrain. That's it. That's all you have to do. And therefore, anyone can be in great shape. And as far as conditioning goes, people can argue that they don't think I am, but it's pretty clear when you watch my training, my workloads, I am in great shape. Not great shape for a 45-year-old, I am in great shape. And it's not really that difficult to do. To be honest, it really isn't that hard to do. It isn't hard to do. And this is the other thing, so you have people who are experts on getting you in shape. That's comical. That is a very, very low level of expertise. Here's why. It doesn't require any talent. You can have horrible genetics and be in great shape. What do we mean by genetics? Ability for sports, the ability to gain muscle, strength, leverages, muscle fiber distribution, right? How fast twitch dominant you are. All these things. Kinesthetic intelligence, again, people who just have amazing body awareness naturally. That's a big part of talent. That's a big part of athletic talent. Realistically, what do I mean there? Watch someone like Michael Jordan, right? Watch someone like Michael Jordan or Mike Tyson, both Mikes, right? Those are people who have a kinesthetic and body awareness ability that the rest of us don't have. They're born with that, right? That's called talent. And when you take athletes at that caliber, when they have talent, we don't mean it's just one sport. Those are individuals who, had they chose a different sport, would still be champions, right? Even a very different sport. Why? Because they have extremely high kinesthetic IQs. You don't have to even be smart in other areas to have that. It's a form of intelligence. It's one of the forms of it. Extreme body awareness. The ability to understand how to move and learn to move instantaneously, to just know. All right, that's a big part of extreme athletic talent. All right, but none of that's required to be in shape. The ability to gain more muscle than average, not required to be in shape. Ability to gain more strength than average, not required to be in shape. Okay, what do you got to do to be in shape? Do some hard work. Do some GPP. Right? What do we mean there? Get out and drag a sled. You get out and drag a sled 2 or 3 times a week, or push a prowler, or do a bunch of tire flips. With a sled or a prowler, this is a pretty straightforward, simple way to do it. Get out and go walking with a heavy backpack or a weight vest. Right, ruck a backpack, ruck a weight vest 2 or 3 times a week on top of that. Do a little bit of circuit work. Do some high rep lower body training, right? Do some high rep pull-ups, body weight exercises. Do 10 rep sets of squats or deadlifts once a week as part of your normal training. Or even more so, high rep goblet squats if you want. Build up to sets of up to 30, 40, 50 reps just once a week. All right, these are all things that you can do to get into shape. They get your work capacity way up. They get your conditioning up. All right, they make you healthy. They make you more athletic. They make you fit. This is what we mean by fitness. This is what we mean by conditioning. It's not a look. Not a look. And half the time, even that is just dieting down. That doesn't even always require knowledge. It just requires a way to control your appetite. Anyone who can find a way to control their appetite can get really lean. But that's not conditioning, is it? It can be a byproduct of the other. It can absolutely be a byproduct of the other. If you have a pretty high work capacity and you're in good shape, see where I'm going there, it does make getting leaner a lot easier. Like if you have a high amount of conditioning, getting leaner is easier. You just burn through more calories. Burn through more calories. Well, yeah, it's going to be easier to lose body fat. But I do want to be clear here. That's not what we're talking about with being in shape. In shape means work capacity. Right? It means work capacity. And you don't even necessarily have to run. Running beats a lot of people up. I mean, running can be part of getting into shape. I wouldn't even recommend necessarily overdoing it. But some hill sprints, a little bit of sprinting. But again, that puts more wear and tear on you. If you want low wear and tear, sled work, prowler work, dragging, pulling, pushing for distance. Loaded carrying, not necessarily just weighted stuff like farmer's walks, but again, rucking a heavy backpack. Right? Spend 30 minutes a week walking with a heavy backpack or a weight vest. 30 minutes a week. Drag a sled 2 to 3 times a week. Do a little bit of higher rep type stuff, whether it's body weight circuits, some high rep squats or deadlifts, and your normal training once or twice a week. If you do those things consistently for 6 months, you will be in great shape. You will be in great shape, way more than the average gym rat. You'll have a high amount of fitness, you'll be in shape. And what does it not require? Doesn't require good genetics, doesn't require talent, doesn't require ability. Again, it doesn't even require that much knowledge. The only thing you've got to look for is, hey, if I'm going to do a bunch of this conditioning, maybe I need to scale back my lifting. Maybe I need to make sure my nutrition's a little bit better, right? Those are your considerations. That doesn't require you to know a lot. It just means don't overtrain. Don't do stupid stuff. And that's why I say GPP and conditioning work doesn't really even need to be programmed for the most part. It really doesn't. Because it just doesn't require that much knowledge to get there. All right, guys, well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.